Reproduction in animals. Modes of reproduction. There are two modes by which animals reproduce. These are sexual reproduction, asexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction. Animals have different male and female reproductive parts and organs. The reproductive parts in animals produce gametes that fuse to form a zygote. It is a zygote which develops into a new individual. This type of reproduction resulting from the fusion of male and female gametes is called sexual reproduction. Male reproductive organs. The male reproductive organs are a pair of testes, singular, testis, sperm ducts, sperm tubes, and a penis. The testes produce the male gametes called sperms. The two sperm ducts open into the top of the urethra, just after it leaves the urinary bladder. The urethra, at different times, carries both urine and sperms. The urethra is a narrow tube and runs through the penis to the outside. Each sperm has three distinct parts, that is, a head, a middle piece, and a tail. The tail helps in the movement of sperms in the fallopian tube during the fertilization process. Female reproductive organs. The female reproductive organs are a pair of ovaries, oviducts, fallopian tubes, and the uterus. Ovaries produces female gametes called ova, eggs. Like sperms, an egg is also a single cell. In human beings, a single matured egg is released into the oviduct by one of the ovaries every month. Uterus is a part where development of the baby takes place. Eggs produced in the ovary are received by the two expanded funnel-like openings of the oviducts, one on each side. The oviducts open into a wide, thick-walled, muscular chamber called the uterus or womb. The uterus communicates with the outside through a muscular passage, the vagina. The cervix is a ring of muscles at the lower end of the uterus where it joins the vagina. Fertilization. The first step in the process of reproduction is the fusion of a sperm and an ovum. For this to happen, millions of sperms from the male are transferred into the female body. The sperms swim in the oviduct with the help of their tails to reach the egg. When they come in contact with the egg, one of the sperms may fuse with the egg. Such fusion of the egg and the sperm is called fertilization. The process of fertilization is the meeting of an egg cell from the mother and a sperm cell from the father. Fertilization, which takes place inside the female body, is called internal fertilization. Internal fertilization occurs in many animals including humans, cows, dogs, and hens. In many animals, fertilization takes place outside the body of the female. During spring or rainy season, frogs and toads move to ponds and slow-forming streams. When the male and female come together in water, the female lays hundreds of eggs. A layer of jelly holds the eggs together and provides protection to the eggs. As the eggs are laid, the male deposits sperms over them. Each sperm swims randomly in water with the help of its long tail. The sperms come in contact with the eggs while they swim. This results in fertilization. This type of fertilization, in which the fusion of a male and a female gamete takes place outside the body of the female, is called external fertilization. It is very common in aquatic animals such as fish, starfish, etc. Development of embryo. Fertilization results in the formation of zygote. The zygote divides repeatedly to give rise to a ball of cells. The cells then begin to form groups that develop into different tissues and organs of the body. This developing structure is termed as an embryo. The embryo gets embedded in the wall of the uterus for further development. The close attachment of the embryo with the uterus is called implantation, and it results in pregnancy. The implantation is completed within 10 days after fertilization. The embryo continues to develop in the uterus. It gradually develops the body parts such as hands, legs, head, eyes, ears, etc. The stage of the embryo in which all the body parts can be distinguished easily is called a fetus. When the development of the fetus is complete, the mother gives birth to this young one. The birth of this fully developed fetus is termed as parturition. Viviparous and oviparous animals. Some animals give birth to young ones while others lay eggs which later develop into younger ones. The animals which give birth to young ones are called viviparous animals. Those animals which lay eggs are called oviparous animals. Young ones to adult life cycle. The new individuals which are born or hatched from the eggs continue to grow till they become adults. In some animals, the young ones may look very different from the adults. Observe the different stages of frogs starting from the egg to the adult stage. There are 3 distinct stages, that is, egg, tadpole larva, adult. These tadpoles get transformed into frogs. The features that are present in the adult are not found in younger ones. In the case of tadpoles, they transform into an adult capable of hopping and swimming. This drastic change, which takes place during the development of an animal, is called metamorphosis. Asexual reproduction. Smaller animals like hydra and microscopic organisms like amoeba reproduce through asexual reproduction. There are different kinds of asexual reproduction, like budding. In each hydra, there might be 2 or 3 bulges. These bulges are the developing new individuals, and they are called buds. The bud so formed slowly enlarges and detaches itself from the body and grows into a new young organism. Thus, we find that the new individuals develop as outgrowths of a single parent. This type of reproduction, in which only a single parent is involved, is called asexual reproduction. Since new individuals develop from the buds of hydra, this type of asexual reproduction is called budding. Binary fission. Amoeba is a single-celled organism, and it begins the process of reproduction by the division of its nucleus into 2 nuclei. This is followed by division of its body into 2, with each part receiving a nucleus. Finally, 2 amoebae, plural of amoeba, are produced from 1 amoeba. This type of asexual reproduction, in which an animal reproduces by dividing into 2 individuals, is called binary fission by 2 fission division.